So let's set the scene. The anatomy, right? Here we talk about at Inflow, we use the term digital audit, right? And that's really all encompassing. And so when we talk about digital audit, you might be saying, well, wait a second, Evan, I thought it was the data-driven audit. That's a component of what I'm showing you on screen today. And why that is we really talk about from top to tail, truly a transformation in this process. And digital transformation is really about responding to the changes not only that technologies have caused or occurred, and that they will continue to cause, but it's really about society, our daily lives, our expectations, now what a work from home culture has driven, and ultimately business. And so for this to all hang together, it really does take kind of starting with a digital mindset, being willing to adopt change, very quickly and be adaptive, but it's really a fresh new way of thinking about, again, traditionally what has been done in a financial statement audit and what can be done moving forward. And so you see the circles up there, right? It leverages technology and doing things in real time, having access to data, allowing you to manage kind of any audit, any engagement at any point on any device anywhere, not on the desktop, not checklist driven, and no need to synchronize or upload anything. And so doing this and bringing your team together, and when I say team, it's internal and external, it changes the way that we work together, and quite honestly really focuses on working smarter and not harder. And so you'll see there as we're working through and saying, yes, it's got to be, a mindset and a change in adopting cloud, obviously collaborating not only internally, but externally with our clients. And then we've got the data, the workflow, and the experience. Really the end game, that experience is what we get excited about here at Inflow, is really changing the experience internally for the teams, right? Making sure that they're working on their highest and best use, but also the enthusiasm that the end client has, right? Feeling more involved in the process, being more aware of what's going on, and not just being asked to kind of provide the traditional support, but almost being challenged in ways that they haven't before. We're really going to focus on data and workflow. And so that's how we reconcile getting to the data-driven engagement. It's truly most maximized when you put all of those pieces together, but really you only need to start with these two in the session we'll talk about today. And so these two things together really focus in on being a new type of methodology. And what I mean by that is simply more than what you're seeing on screen, because as we all know, data has always been a part of an audit engagement. So has a workflow, but they haven't always been that great, meaning you might not get great data and you might have a structure and a thought of how the workflow is going to work, but it never goes to plan. And so now it's really about effectively really maximizing these two things together, infusing them together, and really saying, okay, how can we use this data more to impact our engagement, to better understand our client, and then also too to help drive us understanding where we are in the individual engagement, right? From a project management standpoint, but also to the methodology. And when I say that, specifically talking about what are we going to be performing and what type of work we're going to be doing.